Virtual reality technology is making new advances into the operating theatre. For the first time, a brain aneurysm operation has been filmed by a surgical team in the UK and turned into a 360-degree video. The simulation will allow users to actually feel the operation as well as see it. Chris Scattergood is the co-founder of Fundamental VR, the company who made the video.
VR is a great thing. It's very immersive and you can look around in normal VR. But what you can do with our Feel Real VR is you can actually touch textures. So you can feel the difference between, say, putting a scalpel against a piece of skin or a piece of bone or cartilage or whatever the tissue may be.
So how real is the experience?
So we've created it in consultation with a panel of surgeons, and they're telling me it's the most real experience they've ever felt, other than the actual real patients themselves.
So all the five senses are engaged?
Touch, sight, sound. We don't have smell, and in some procedures that's a partial benefit, one might say. That's something that we could potentially simulate. But for now, we think that the knowledge transfer is significantly enhanced by adding touch. It's that feel that you've actually performed that procedure that makes a real difference over just visual VR.
So how big a breakthrough is this, and where are we at the moment with VR and medicine?
I think what's really exciting is the fact that within a relatively short window, within a couple of years, we should be able to not only allow you to practice an aneurysm clipping, but we can actually take a real patient, scan them and produce a very lifelike simulation of them so that a surgeon can actually have a patient-specific rehearsal.
So this is not just a training mechanism.
It's training, but it's full rehearsal. That's where we're going to with it. The idea that you can rehearse something and develop not only your confidence, but your competence and be ready to perform the procedure.
Is this the future for training doctors, for training people in medicine? And how many goes do you think it would take to become an expert before you can be let loose on real people?
That's a good question. So I think at the moment there's observation. You can see patients, real patients being operated on. Then there is a lot of surgical videos on YouTube. So a lot of surgeons will use YouTube to brush up their skills and knowledge of the procedure. And then there's cadaveric training, so practicing on cadavers, and then you go to live patient, and there's nothing in between. So we're not saying that this will replace any or all of those different simulation technologies, but what we're saying is that this enables somebody to have quite a confident step before they go to a real patient.
Chris Scattergood from Fundamental VR.